Don't blink, it's your boy Ink. Welcome to a product revisit. We're visiting the Mountain Dew. You know what? I'm gonna start calling it revisit because I prefer it to a part two and part three and part four. This is Kickstart Mountain Dew. So we tried this product about 3 months ago, 3 months ago, and we were like, "Holy shit! I didn't know Mountain Dew was in the caffeine game," and they're not really. So when you look at it in Canada, at least, there's only two available flavors. So it's gonna be fruit punch and lemonade. So I believe that if you only have one product, because if you look at the other product, even the 5 hours energy, which technically doesn't count as an energy drink, it is an energy drink, but energy drink we're gonna picture it as this gasified can product, right? Even if you look at the Starbucks, which aren't gasified, there's this specific taste to it. And I guess if you include the Starbucks energy drink or even the Monster coffee energy drink, because again, when I talk about energy drink, I'm talking about Monster because I've been drinking Monster for the longest time, and Monster are the blueprints of my understanding of energy drink. A lot of complicated word, blueprint, the foundation. So yeah, so I only saw two flavor. Am I gonna count it as this? I mean, it's a complicated road. Mountain Dew wasn't a product I grew up with. There's always already this perspective of I don't really know them, right? And by the time it's a funny fucking story. It's really weird. By the time I discovered Mountain Dew and start enjoying drinking Mountain Dew, I realized that no, I'm not gonna have Mountain Dew because I've already formed a bond, a link, a loyalty towards 7-Up. Then I started drinking Pepsi because work was a Pepsi household. Then we started drinking Coca Cola because a lot of the guys that were originally in the company left and came in with the Coca Cola flavor um, preference. And it's crazy because, again, this has to do with work, but I worked there for 8 years. 8 years of your life is seemingly extremely long until you realize that 25% of my life is 8 years. I'm 31, so let's bring it back to 32. Do 8 times 2, that's 16. 16 times 2 is 32. So a quarter of my life was spent in this place, right? And it might not have been something that's going to be lasting forever because again in 2 weeks we're going to be leaving the place, but still it has left me this impact. So with Mountain Dew, here we started tasting other product. I don't know if I would be tasting other product if it wasn't for work, and I've been tasting this. I was looking for more flavor to tell you guys and bring it to you guys, but then again, no, we have caffeine drink, right? And again, I do prefer this because if you look at Mountain Dew, I'm gonna have to give them a shout out because they do a lot. So they do a lot. Mountain Dew, do. By the way, my first impression whenever I think about Mountain Dew, I think about this episode of South Park where either zip lining, and it's so fucking funny. It's so good. I fucking love South Park. But Mountain Dew and itself, if you look at the core product, if you look at the original product, you got this lemon drink, which is green. Then you got cold red, cold blue, cold white, which are again sub product of the original one with their own little flavor, but they're still under the Mountain Dew brand. So Mountain Dew has been branching out of the original, and you gotta stop treating it as this only original product. Like, we see this with music a lot. If you look at music and musician, a lot of them are gonna have one hit wonder. So they're releasing just one song that really works, and then after, they don't release anything good. So you see this with products a lot, and people are gonna focus on the original. Now, enough talking. Let's go with the product. I love the can, right? Love the little smoke that goes in, which is the carbohydrates, which is again the CO2 or something they use to have this bubbly feeling. CO2 is crazy because if you look at the periodic table, it's not something that's super healthy. Yet we have it for this. Why? I don't know if it's CO2 or H2 oxygen because I know oxygen pump or tank does have the smoke when you're breathing out of it. So yeah, I misjudged it so badly. You got the They could have done better with the product. But again, what I love here is the original, which is supposed to be represented by green. Mountain Dew is green. You got the red to represent the fruit punch. If there were other flavor, this would probably not be red. You got the kickstart, right? And you don't know why it's kickstart until you see this energy drink with the right amount of kick, right? When you do this, this is to the core. This is a perfect product. It's not perfect tasting. It's not the best thing I've ever put in my mouth, but it's a perfect product when you think about it. So why is it a perfect product? Well, as you drink it, you can recognize the flavor of Mountain Dew, and you recognize the flavor of fruit punch. You don't get this blend of caffeine, and then you can say, "Oh well, Inky, if you don't get the blend, maybe you don't get as much caffeine," and that's a fact. But at the end, most people are gonna prefer a product that's good tasting. And I know I said about a week ago that I don't care about all my energy drinks. I want the energy, but the reality is I'm human. Of course, I'm gonna drink energy drink as a purpose, as a way to see things, as a way to do. Hey, I need to have energy. I'm gonna drink this energy drink. But at the very core, when you look at it, it's also the taste. You want to enjoy what you're eating, what you're drinking. Right now, I'm overweight, which is a fact. But then I'm gonna be starting to lose weight, and once I'm gonna be starting to lose weight, I'm gonna have to eat less and less. So if I know my day is comprised of 2 meals, those 2 meals are gonna have to be better, because if I don't have those flavor profile, if I'm not excited to eat, then it doesn't serve the purpose of enjoying food. You can have a purpose of eating food. I prefer having the purpose to enjoy food. The taste is really good. The only thing I'm gonna say is I could have this as a non-caffeine drink, and I'd be happy. This when I okay, so when I drink a Monster, I got this almost instant energy. I got this almost instant kick. I'm like, holy shit, this is good. And in this one, it's a great soft drink. I wouldn't call it energy drink, but then again, I don't know how much energy is in there. I don't know how much caffeine is in there. I'm not tasting the blend. I'm tasting some deliciousness. But again, hey, it's a weird situation where you wanted to have a good taste, but you wanted to serve a purpose. And it does have a good taste, but the reality is, does it serve a purpose? And I won't know if it serves a purpose until it does serve a purpose. And we're not gonna stay here for 30 minutes thinking, oh, I might have a reaction soon. That's just not the kind of thing I do. So I love you that you matter. Have a kickstart day. Have a Mountain Dew. Do the do. Fruit punch in your face. Peace.